damn those kids.
Yeah.
That and Vera Duck.
Oh, for God's sake, right.
Do you know what I once drunk dirty danced with the hairy bike?
I'm really worried the show's getting a bit too woke at the moment.
Sorry, if you just joined us there. Chris is, we're checking into a hotel tonight. We're at an award ceremony and the hotel's got Chris's, they've got Japanese toilets in.
Look,
we've spoken about it before, haven't we? I think
on a previous episode, Chris has got an obsession with the Japanese toilet, and he does want to do a sumo shit.
Can I? Because I don't know how you use it. Can you come and show me how to use it when I check in?
Yeah.
Wait, he can't talk you through it while you're doing it.
I can.
I can. You two got too close.
We've known each other a while now, haven't we?
It's great fun. It's just like, honestly, it's a joy in itself.
It's a joy.
Does the water go up your bum?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
But with force. It's so clever.
I'm looking forward to that. Right, shall we get cracking?
Let's do it.
Azizam.
Hello and welcome to Capital Breakfast. After the show, I'm Jordan North, he's Chris Stark, and that's Sean Welby. How's everyone's week been so far, guys?
Yeah, all right. I think we're all surviving, aren't we?
Yeah, it's coming up to the silly season, but we're getting there.
It is, yeah. But I love this time of year as well. Like, there's so much. There's so much.
I'll be honest. I love Christmas, and I think I can say this on the podcast. But it's the run-up for me that I don't like.
Why are you so anti the run-up?
I just hate the run-up. From Christmas Eve onwards, or the day you break up, I love the limbo week, I love all that. But this is me.
Just this bit.
I'm out twice next week seeing friends for drinks and stuff. I don't want to see friends when I'm up at 4.
Right, yeah.
2 meals next week. I don't want to... Anyway.
Try and make them lunches if possible.
Yeah.
I've been a bit thrown.
Just
before we started this podcast, I got a DM from my old maths teacher.
Oh, okay.
Now, this is something that I think we should briefly discuss, because she DM'd me. The first thing she said was, "Hi Chris, so happy to know that I still have such a big influence in your life. Stop laughing immediately." Now, this is my old maths teacher, Mrs. Mallet.
You've mentioned her before.
I have, because I've said, because she was a brilliant teacher, but I used to not muck around per se, but like, I don't know, she told me off once, and she was a brilliant teacher. However, she always sticks in my brain, and I always say, like, if I'm trying to get my mind off something, I think of Mrs. Mallet.
I remember the
So, for example, if I don't want to laugh or something, I say to myself sometimes, Mrs. Mallet, Mrs. Mallet, Mrs. Mallet. And, like, the problem with our job is she's heard this.
Do you remember when? Because I do.
What are you going to say?
It led to the most iconic interview of all time. Do you remember where it came from?
No.
Do you not?
No.
You said it to Liam Neeson.
I did say it to Liam Neeson. Yes, that's
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
I said I think of my old maths teacher's Mrs. Mallet. Anyway, she's DM'd me. And I've replied saying, "Look, I actually can't believe this is you. Is this really you?" And she's like, "Yeah, I didn't hear it initially. One of my daughter's friends heard it, told me. I'm so pleased that you've done so well. I thought you were quite shy when you were younger. Maybe I just scared you."
Aww. So always be nice to your teachers because they don't forget. So what, has she seen a clip then?
She must have. And
Great.
but you forget that with this show and this job, and you talk about people and you don't know where they kind of hear it. But that's kind of a ghost from the past for me.
Someone DM'd me. I forgot. You know, I told when I seen Rita Ora and I ended up at a party.
The one you gate crashed in Ibiza?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I said to Rita Ora, I don't know how it happened. I was just in some dive bar in Ibiza. Some dive Irish bar watching the football. The people who run that bar DM'd me and went, "Cheers."
Called it a dive bar.
And I was like, no, I didn't mean it like that. It was like, it's the type of bar that I love to go and watch footy at. So like, "Oh, cheers. Well, we'll make sure you're not in next year." I was like, oh God,
cheers.
So
you got
Gotta be
barred
careful.
from one.
you forgot to be careful what you
Gotta
say.
be careful. Have you heard from your teachers at all?
Yeah, I'm still in touch with a lot of my
It's all
teachers.
weird when you see them out in town and that.
I've
You know, if
never
they're having a
seen
few
one.
drinks. Oh, I've seen a couple.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Oh, I suppose because do you still sort of live near where you went to school?
Yeah, sometimes I go out in Watford.
Yeah.
I've seen like the odd teacher out here and
I
there.
see a few of them out. Miss Crank I still speak to.
She's not. Is that a real surname?
Yeah, Miss Crank. Yeah. Yeah.
Does she have a tough time at school?
No. Me?
No, she.
No,
That-
Miss Crank. Oh,
I
God,
just-
no. Oh,
Some
no.
teacher names.
Oh,
I just think
Miss
she
Crank
would, in
won't.
our school she would have struggled.
We had
No,
Mr.
she wouldn't
Anchor.
in my school, trust me.
Oh,
She
really?
would, yeah. You wouldn't take piss out of Miss Crank. She'd have
Oh,
your guts
fair.
for garters. Yeah,
Yeah.
defo. There's only one. I never got on with my maths teacher at school. We hated each other.
Really?
He was a Blackburn fan.
So it's nothing to do with the maths.
Genuinely hated. No,
we hated each other.
We genuinely hated each other. Genuinely, we made it very clear that we didn't like each other. But yeah, before we move on, in today's picture,
great pose by the way.
Behind us is Jules sent in this picture. Listens to the podcast all the time. No explanation to why he's posing like that. He's doing what I call the David Brent pose. He's got his leg cocked up and he's looking relaxed on a table. It looks there like he's in a school.
Is he a teacher? How is he a pupil?
That's definitely a classroom environment he's in.
He's either a student or a teacher. You can't tell. Could be a supply teacher from the clobber. It's hard to tell.
I reckon supply teacher. You're right, because what teacher? That's breaking their own rules there, isn't it? That's a real supply teacher energy. Someone who's come in going like, I don't care. Like, it's not my school.
Well, that's Jules. So thank you very much. And if you want to be on next week's photo, just send in a picture to aftershowshow@capitalfm.com.
Do they have to pose like one of your French girls?
Yeah, pose like one of my French girls. In fact,
is that what we're doing from now on?
The wackier, the sexier the pose, the better.
Great.
Yeah,
lovely.
As long as it
just for Christmas.
Yeah, just for Christmas, we'll do sexy poses. If Ria you had a house to yourself and you thought, I'm going to do a sexy pose.
What would that do?
That's funny.
What would a sexy pose
I think my go-to would be like calendar girls, where you basically take off all your clothes but you cover yourself. Then you've got to do something which matches your personality, haven't you? So I'd probably go for, I don't know, a couple of spatulas.
Couple. Yeah, I love that. One's not enough.
One egg cup.
One egg cup. Oh, Chris, too soon.
Sorry.
It's a little ball.
No, there's another one there. It's just a fakey.
Is the other one silicone, like a boob job?
We should get it out one day on the podcast.
I honestly think it wouldn't be my first time touching a silicone ball.
No way.
Right, no joke. Do you remember when we were talking about this, and it's so funny, here's your peek behind the curtain. When Chris, bless him, was going through all this stuff with testicular cancer, he was so brave and so you were so good about making it not scary. So you sort of kept it very lighthearted the whole time, and because of that, I felt comfortable enough to sort of talk to you. And because you were saying about all the different options, and I said, well, there was this lad I knew. I was like, back in the day, and his party trick would be, would be at the bar going to get a drink, and he'd be like, oh, Sian, shall I pay? And he'd act like he was getting like his wallet out, and I'd look on the bar and his bollock could be there, right? And I forgot his name now, but he had a silicone ball, and everyone poked it.
It's great.
Everyone poked it.
I always say this. Me and you would have been friends even if we'd have met 20 years ago.
We all
would have been friends because you're the type of girl I would have hung around. Because there'd be some girls that'd be like, oh my God. But the girls I used to hang around with would be like, get your bollock out.
It's all context.
Oh, it was so funny.
Just on the fakey one though, it's Sian's so right, because you can get different sizes. So they almost said like, well, what size do you want? I went, well, let's go massive.
That's what most girls say.
Why not?
What CC do you want? Well, take me up to a double D, please.
And then the surgeon will always try and dial you back a bit, rein you in, go like, no, you want to be in proportion. No, my friend. Like,
with your wife's permission, I do one day when we've had a few drinks, just want to have a look and a feel.
Well, let's get her permission now. Let's phone her.
I love this.
Let's phone her and ask her.
No, we can't do this.
Why?
Really?
I'm just interested to see how you navigate this as a...
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, go on, speak to her. Put it to the microphone.
Welcome to Gift Gas Spice.
Welcome to Gift Gas. Thing is, Ria knows your shenanigans.
She won't do the voicemail. Wait for the call back. And
okay.
then
I'm not speaking to her. Anyway.
Oh, please, that's so funny.
Right.
That'd be so good.
No, I don't want to. Will you ask her when you go home tomorrow?
No, we'll do it as a call. I'll leave it on loud. What the thing is with it as well is someone told me in my DMs that if you hold a torch to it, it glows in the dark.
It's fantastic. Chris.
Which I really, really do want to try at some point.
What a sort of perk of the whole situation.
Well, especially in the darker months.
In these winter months.
And all lads do it.
When you go into the loo in the night. Yeah. Great. Guide your way.
Great. I would have liked a disco ball. That would have been funny, wouldn't it? Like
Did you get like a magazine of choice? Do you know what I'm saying?
Flick through.
Yeah.
These balls are quite popular in Germany.
Yeah. Or like when you get a celebrity haircut.
Yes.
You go in a picture of a celebrity. I'd like George Clooney's balls, please.
Yeah. Which balls would you like? Here we have
then we'll go
a range. Actually.
Golden ball, please.
I wonder who's got really nice balls.
Well, I bet Beckham has.
I bet Beckham's got really nice
they'll be
shaved
beautiful,
balls.
won't they?
They will be.
He's into his
lovely.
gardening.
My balls do look like Alan Carr's hair. You know, Alan Carr looks like a little chick.
Wait a minute.
This is great.
You know when
What's
Alan
this
Carr's,
podcast?
You know when Alan Carr's not done his hair and he looks like a little newborn
Don't.
chick? That's
We
what
haven't got Alan Carr to comment the poor
That's
bloke.
what my
I
bollocks
love Alan.
I've never quite mastered the shaving.
Carr.
I have got a bit of a phobia of shaving bollocks.
Oh,
I had a really,
for
I had a
God's
really
sake.
bad nip once, so it's like, yeah.
Oh God!
Says
Have
here.
you really? Well, just before we move on from this, perhaps that's a nice point to say. Like, if you are like a Philips Hue or what? No, Philips Hue. What are they? The razors, the different and Gillette or
Oh
something
yeah,
like that.
Mac 3s and all that.
No,
Yeah,
I need to
just
get one of
definitely
those
something we
ones. You can get proper ball
Brawn.
shavers.
I'd
the
love this
Brawn
podcast
ball.
to be sponsored by, a major razor.
All right, we're moving on from balls to talking about Sian. You were very honest recently about parenting, and you've been playing little Ruby clips out, which we always love on the show.
Well, I just think sometimes you go through phases of like not really a lot happening, and then for some reason, last 3 weeks, I've been through every type of parenting. I think I've had the hardest days of my life, and there's certain stories I thought are too gross to tell on the radio. So here we are after the show. Strap yourselves in, and we'll tell you the grossest, hardest day of parenting. So, me and Jake got a sickness bug. I mean, it was the day after your chili, Jordan North.
Can I just say, we're going to go into that soon. We had a chili at my house, and then it turns out a lot of people on the team had a bug the next day. You can't get food poisoning from chili. And I washed my hands.
You can. You can.
You can, apparently. I didn't think you really could, because like it's beef. You can have beef raw. You can
No,
have
but
it
you
rare.
can get food poisoning from any food.
Yeah.
It just takes.
So you think my chili's given...
I don't think it, otherwise everyone would have had it, wouldn't they? I don't think it was your chili. I just think it was one of those unfortunate things. Anyway, just cut to the next morning, like Jake's up at 2 a.m, projectile vomiting.
So it must have been my chili.
No. Well, I thought it was just
Rhea
because he was,
wasn't
hanging. Yeah, his other half wasn't well.
Yeah, but she was at the chili as well.
I know. Well, this is why we can't be sure. But I felt okay at this point, probably a little bit hungover, but not too bad. So while Jake was like in bed, like going, "Oh, I feel really bad," I'm just thinking, "Oh, he's hungover." I take Ruby in the pram to get some fresh air because she's getting a bit bored, and I get to Sainsbury's, and there's a noise from my stomach, like a. I was like, "Oh God, I need to get home now."
God.
It was imminent. It was like that scene from Bridesmaids where it's like, it's coming out of me like lava.
No.
So anyway,
Sainsbury's is not equipped either,
it's
is
not
it?
equipped, and there's no losing that
Was
place.
it a mini one?
Oh, of course it
That
was.
was a mini one.
Ridiculous. What a waste of time. So, so anyway. Oh,
sorry,
hello. Has
sorry.
Rhea messaged?
Do you mind pausing the story whilst
No.
we just ask permission then, yeah?
Good luck. No, you.
Hey, honey, you all right?
Hello, you alright?
Yeah, we're just recording the podcast at the moment. Jordan's got a question to ask you. I'll just pass you over. One sec.
Hi, Rhea.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm sorry that we're doing this on the pod. But basically, we just wanted to know if, with your permission,
Yeah.
I could maybe look at Chris's fake bollock and feel it.
Sure. I mean, I'd like to know what you make of it, but go for it.
Are you sure that would be okay? We said we'll do it after a few vodkas, but we're quite intrigued. Would you be comfortable with that?
Of course I would.
See.
Of course I think you'll be blown away. It's quite substantial, the new one.
He did say he went bigger, actually, Rhea.
Honestly, I was like, what on earth has happened? It's a little bit lopsided, but yeah, I think just for that you need
What's
to
this,
take a
ball
look.
advisor or something?
Okay.
I'd love to know what you make of it.
Oh, great.
Love it.
Just as purely as friends, but thank you, Rhea. You're a diamond. Thank you so much.
All right, I need feedback though. That's the deal.
Okay, we'll
All
give
right,
you a
then.
TripAdvisor.
Love you
She's
lots,
so
bye.
good.
But she's great.
Isn't
Anyway,
she?
so you're about to shit yourself.
So we always say on this show not to try and be too gross, but I'm just going to have to. And I'm afraid if you find it a bit disgusting, you're just going to have to skip like 20 seconds.
We've all been there.
We've all been there. So I race back home at this point because I'm in panic mode and I'm starting to feel a bit sick as well. I thought, oh God, it's not just Jake. So I get in. When I get in, I can hear Jake going, Sean! He's on the toilet, nightmare. I've got Ruby who's like wanting to play with everything. And I'm like, I don't feel good either. We've got one bathroom. Just a total nightmare. And just cut to a scene which was just the lowest of the low, I think. Well, there was two moments. There was a moment when both me and Jake were curled on the floor in the living room trying to play with one of our hands while both of our eyes were shut, playing with Ruby, like sort of going, come on then, here's Lala, and both of us are like, honestly, at death's door. I felt like this would be like, when like, have you seen Train Spotting? When drug dealers are bringing up a baby? It was that scene. Honestly, I thought this is like a skag den and I'm on the floor and it was just horrific. And then it cut to she did a poo and it went everywhere. And Jake's gagging and I can hear him go, he went, Sean! I went, what? He was like, she's pooed. And he's retching. I come in, the smell hits me. I now grab a nappy bag. I puke into the nappy bag and all three of us are a total mess.
That's the
it can't have been from the chili. And so I'm just more worried that I've given you so, because I cooked it.
I don't think so, Jordan. I honestly, genuinely mean it. I don't think it's you. I think it could be someone at the party.
Yeah.
I think there's a sickness bug probably doing the rounds because everyone's had it.
Yeah.
And sorry, that was pretty gross and graphic. But that is how real life is sometimes.
Yeah, it is. And you've been going through it in the trenches with Ruby at the moment, haven't you?
I have, but a funny moment was when, because I'm at that stage and Chris said it's like the danger zone, you hit this period where they start imitating you and copying what you say. And there was that recording that I made by accident of Ruby saying a phrase that I didn't even know I said a lot.
Just have a listen to this because it's so beautiful and so lovely.
Was it a fun day at school?
Yeah.
Did you see a crocodile?
Yeah.
Did you scream?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
She's so cute. So, we've had Charlotte who produces the podcast. Yeah, you don't think you say "oh God" that much, do you?
No, I didn't think I did.
You don't know where she's picked it up
No.
from. All right. Well, with the help of Charlotte and some extraterrestrial tools, we've managed to find out how many times on this podcast you've said "oh God."
Okay.
Take a listen to this.
Oh God, what's the name? Oh God, right. Oh God, this is another absolute
about that?
corker. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
That was the same.
Oh God. I was like, oh God. Oh God!
God.
I didn't know I said it.
So she must have picked it up from you,
It
bless
just shows
her.
you, doesn't it?
At the time of recording, I had everyone round to my house last Friday. I try and do it every now and then because my problem why I like to get everyone round is we're a very close-knit team. They graft their bollocks off for us, and it's just a nice way to say thank you, bringing people round to your house.
Oh, it's
I
lovely because
think-
people don't really do that anymore. I don't
No.
think like house parties are sort of dying out, and it's lovely that you do it and you let us all in, and they are always brilliant. We give you so much stick beforehand because we love to wind you up.
Yeah.
The truth is, we all can't wait to get there, and it's always a good night.
Oh, is that true? Because I always think, because sometimes you go to people's house, you think, we've got to go to so-and-so's on
No,
Friday.
never.
Yeah. But with that, you look forward to it, Chris.
Yeah.
Say yes.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, do look forward to it.
So we
I
had
prefer it when I'm there.
We had everyone round, and it's always a good laugh. And the idea is just get drunk and then we'll have a bit of chili. And the house nearly set on fire, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, look, there's a few things here. Sean's right. It was a lovely evening. Everyone. The win from the night is everyone had a good time.
Okay.
But there were things that happened. You are a bit flappy as a host.
I'm not.
There's two examples of this.
I'm not.
One is and by the way, I put a video of this up on my Instagram. I think it's had over 3 million views. This thing.
Classic.
It's gone massive. And basically, a knockoff candle that you've bought
Yeah.
has set on fire upstairs,
Sorry.
and you're panicking.
Yeah, I didn't realise. Jake, who works on the podcast, our audio producer, Sassy Jake, just took a drag of his vape and went, "Love, your candle's on fire upstairs." I went, "What do you mean?" He went, "Your candle's on fire." So I went upstairs and it weren't just like burning out, the full candle was on fire. So I tried to blow it out because it's a cheap
Added
knockoff
more
one.
fuel to the fire.
Added more fuel to the fire, so it's full on fire to the point where I'm thinking this is going to explode in a minute, set the whole table on fire, then the whole living room, then the whole house. So I had to run downstairs to put a damp cloth on it, a tea towel. You managed to film this.
Well, in that instance, John's ran up. I can hear there's something happening. So I've gone, let's get a wet tea towel. Got the wet tea towel, started filming. He's come down, fallen down the stairs, pretty much. Like, it's probably the funniest bit. And then he gets the tea towel, runs upstairs. I follow him with the camera. He falls up the stairs then on the way up, and then he put the candle out. But man, that was drama number one. And then you're right, we did have a load of the team there. Producer Jimmy was there, and producer Jimmy brought his fella along as well.
Yeah.
Delu.
I got right in Jordan's ear about this.
I was going to say, you're easy to wind up,
He
and
was
Chris
shit-staring.
seized the opportunity, yes.
He's going, I won't let another man cook rice in my house.
Yeah, so he's gone in, and because he's a bit of a chef, he's good with this stuff.
Well, he works
So
in a
he's-
bakery, doesn't he? So he's very good.
So he's offered to help with the cooking. Skip forward a couple of minutes. Jimmy's lovely partner is he's got his fingers in your rice there. And I was thinking, and I got next to Jordan, I said, I would not. Have a look. What's happening here? He's having a right go on that rice.
No, he was just
Right, go on
He
it.
was rinsing the rice, and then
But you just stood to the side. You didn't know what to do.
you were like, and then he went to check on the potatoes, and you were like, this is what it like to be a cook.
Yeah.
No, not a
Yeah.
cook, as in
Well,
watching another man in your kitchen.
It's cookery skills.
This was cookery skills.
but did you ask Delu for help? What
Yes,
happened? You
and
did.
He offered, and I can't cook rice.
Is that what the panic was? So you'd offered to do it. So wait, you suggested chili, but you can't do rice.
No. So there's always someone that can cook rice really well.
To be fair, cooking rice, I couldn't cook rice.
He also
I don't
turned
know,
up with a lovely focaccia.
Yeah, he did.
that was
Put that in the
beautiful.
oven. That came out. John's watching this focaccia come out the oven. I was there going, God, look, that's some good. That's some bread. That isn't
That's
it?
some bread.
That's some bread.
And then everyone was round going, this is delicious, Delu.
And he was like, "We're having the chili in a minute. We're having the chili in a minute. Remember me."
I think at one point, Chris, I'm sure it would have been you to say it to wind you up. You're like, do you know what? Better than the chili. This
It's
bread.
some focaccia.
It
He's
This.
was
brought
good.
loads of bread for you. I've got dough in the freezer. What do you want me to do with that?
Well, that's for your
dough
wife.
as well. I know. He did brought some dough for me and my
lovely.
wife. He is lovely. By the way, the chili was phenomenal.
It was great.
How many plates did I have?
3.
3.
And you
brother.
didn't have the shits, did you?
No, it was
Yeah,
fine.
Yeah, I've been
That's why I
eating it
don't
all
think it's
week.
the chili.
It can't be, and I've made it so many times. It's a Hairy Biker's recipe.
It's lovely. Do you know what I once drunk dirty danced with the hairy biker?
Got off with a hairy biker.
Is this
No, I
another
never
one?
got off
Right,
with
hang
one.
on. So we've got Keith from The Office,
No.
God bless him,
Mr.
Mr. Tumble.
No.
And now one of the Hairy Bikers.
Yeah, it was a weird Christmas do, and somehow I ended up in the middle. And you know when you're just like having fun and dancing with everybody, and I was sort of just doing like that classic thing where I was just sort of like almost grinding away, and I looked behind me and realised it was the Hairy Bikers. I was like, oh, sorry.
Stop it.
You
Brilliant.
were
You
in
twerked in front of a hairy biker.
I did.
You were in the middle of the Hairy Bikers.
Yeah, I think
grinding
so.
away.
Yeah, well, I wasn't there. That makes it sound worse. But yeah, I was just like in the flow.
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
zone.
Full Sean music, everything like that.
Yeah, I hadn't really
That's
noticed who I was
wicked.
dancing with. It was like a very show busy party, and I realised I was in between the hairy bikers.
Bless him.
Anyway, if you're listening and you fancy making a chili, just Google Hairy Bikers chili. It's the first one that comes up on their website. It's absolutely class. Quick verdict: which was better, the paella from a few months ago or the chili?
Oh, the chili a mile over.
I loved the paella, you know, but the chili. No, I did.
Why are you doing your
Gary Neville. No,
Gary Neville
listen.
meme?
I thought the chili was really, really good. Can I tell you what I really loved, and I felt really sad? I loved your wedges, right? And I remember me and Ria were the last to sort of get them, and me and Ria took the last wedges. And then I saw you starting to plate your little plate up, and I saw you get your chili and you get your rice, and you went over to the wedges, and I saw you like Oliver, like look like an empty ladle. I was like, oh, he never even got his own
No,
wedges.
it's a good host, isn't it? As long as everyone else is fine.
They were so
I didn't
nice.
get any because Chris had 3 portions of them.
I did. It was so good.
It was
the
so
chili was
good.
so good. I'm not even just saying
Bless
that.
you,
Like,
that's
the
sweet.
chili was so good.
Yeah.
It was the pilot was.
We had a game of traitors as well. If you ever got people round, just play traitors. You do it with a pack of 52 cards, and it's great. And
Yeah, what do you say? You say anyone that's got an ace is a traitor.
It's an ace, or you can put in a red card, and then it's good.
Yeah, it's a
and
great idea.
literally couples screaming at each other, going, "I know you, you lie, you lie." It's great. All right, let's do quotes and the notes. This is usual little tidbits that Shani writes down in her notes on her phone, just things out of context that prove how mad our job is sometimes.
Okay, let's start with this one. I just saw Nick Ferrari lock that toilet with a key fob.
Oh, loads to go out here.
Nick Ferrari's toilet is... There's been a lot of toilet chat this episode, so we'll make sure there isn't as much next one. But Nick Ferrari's toilet is causing uproar.
Well, it's not Nick Ferrari's.
Well, this is all up for discussion.
Let's tell them the dilemma we've got right now.
Okay, so there's been a lot of interior works here at Global Towers. Our floor where Capital does its broadcasting from, the third floor, is getting done up. So we've been moved up to the fifth floor, which means the toilet on our third floor where we broadcast the show from is out of action.
Yeah, so studio on the third floor, 2 flights up, office.
Yeah.
So, and there's toilets on every floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the toilets on the third floor at Capital are out of order. This therefore means we have to go to the Hart toilets above.
Yes.
Or the toilets nearest on the floor below are next to LBC.
But they call it in this office the Nick Ferrari toilet.
I don't subscribe to that.
It's a bathroom that is right outside the LBC studio, because don't forget, I think it's purposely been built for them, because on LBC you don't have much time. We have songs and stuff to go.
Yeah, they just talk non-stop. I mean, they have a few
non-stop.
adverts, but...
They'll probably go in an ad break, which will be, 2.5, 3 minutes is an ad break? Yeah. So that you've got to be quick. So it's right there next to them. And my theory is that during the hours of 7 and 10, that's Nick Ferrari's personal private bathroom. No one else can use it. I've been getting certain looks. I came out the other week and Jenny Faulkner, who was on Smooth, was on air in her studio, and she looked at me as if to say, "Oh, you've not been in there, have you?"
Like, you're brave.
Because there's other studios, Classics on that floor, Smooth, and there's one more as well.
Is it... oh, no.
Gold.
Oh, Gold, yeah.
So they don't use it out of respect for LBC and Nick
Do
Ferrari.
they know, or are you making this up?
No, this is me, and then we've been going down and doing all sorts in there over the past week.
What have you been doing in there? What do you mean?
And I have noticed over the past couple of weeks, over the past couple of days, it's been locked.
Well, it's got a new lock on. It's got a combination lock on there. You have to type in 4 numbers.
Are you winding me up?
No, there's 4 numbers. You know,
it's got a combination lock on it
and
now.
I seen a certain presenter come out of there.
It's unreal.
And as he come out, like in the cars in the 80s, clicked
went
the key,
beep, beep.
and he went beep beep, and the door locked.
No, he didn't. He's
elaborating.
He has
that.
elaborated.
But there
might have been a
there's
picture
number
sold
lock
there.
on it. There is a number lock on that.
Like a storage unit.
Yeah, because you go past it's got the little green thing in there which suggests it's open, but you can't open the door. And I've said to everyone on the team, when you try and use that toilet, let me know. Every time, green on the thing, locked on the top, which means his combination lock. There is now a number that you need to input onto that toilet.
Is it 4 numbers? I wonder if it's his year of birth. We'll have to work this out. It'll be something Ferrari related.
Well, let's make this a game. Every time we have to walk past that toilet, type in 4 numbers until we get there.
All right, we'll start with your birthday.
I don't know. I don't know of another DJ that has their own toilet there.
He's not a DJ. He's a broadcaster.
I do understand in a way that if he is desperate and he's got 2.5 minutes and one of you goons is in there and he's thinking...
we haven't got that long, Sean.
I know we
You're
haven't.
the Sabrina Carpenter and Alex Warren. Barely time to wipe.
That Alex Warren edit's only 2 minutes 20.
You're right, we have very short songs, but I just think that's how he will see it. He'll be like, damn those kids.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Look, got to make it work for everyone. But ours are out on the 3rd floor at the moment.
Where have you been going?
Hart and LBC need to take
I go
the
to
load.
the Heart Loose because I enjoy the chat on the way.
Oh, you don't speak to them.
Oh, I
do
see
you?
Pandora and Amanda.
Oh,
No, you see,
Pandora's
I can't.
lovely.
We haven't got time for the chat.
Oh, I like it. See,
I know
Ashley
you do.
Roberts.
That's why you
Great
go up
time,
there.
lovely
Do
time.
you see that? Oh, I couldn't face them.
To be honest, though, I've realised actually now you said this that I've probably held it the past few days, the whole show.
You haven't been going as much. Oh, God, do you remember when you were
Drink some more
pregnant? You were pissing like a racehorse.
Oh, I was as bad as you.
I know. I've got a blag of lac and egg cup, so I never stop going.
Just whilst we're doing quotes from the notes, right? I'm just in a battle here with. Have you seen our show WhatsApp? popping off at the moment.
Yeah, sorry, my phone was vibrating. And
This
This
is where our days.
about this. Jimmy says, "Heads up, the panto reindeer is all over Heart's reveal." I want a horse, not a reindeer.
reindeer.
Oh yeah.
I've got this idea about being on horseback later this week, and they're making it as difficult as possible to get a horse for it.
It's because they don't want to have to source.
And then
You
just
want a
what-
real horse.
Just message into it. Focus on the podcast. Focus on getting me a horse.
A panto horse. Go on, give us another quote from the note, please, Sian.
You're allowed lesbians or pole dancers, but not both. And that was Jimmy to Chris on the 6 a.m. song.
I love your 6 a.m. song.
Tell
you do.
everyone, because I don't know if you've ever got into this, the way you write the song and like the sort of looks you give the execs.
Yeah. So I might be able to find the original verse on this.
I
So
always tell you about this. Don't ask for
I know,
permission.
I know.
Ask for forgiveness.
What I normally do, to be fair, is because I do have to show them the roll calls, so that they can just quickly check there's nothing illegal in there, which is fine. But what I do is I tend to send it as an email, then try and distract them, and then I can just quickly get on and do it. And by the time I've said it, there's nothing they can do, really.
And every Friday we do a roll call for all the grafters, all the 6 a.m.ers that listen. So
But he does it to the song, is it Billy Joel?
we
We
Yeah.
didn't start the fire. And so what he might do is he'll be talking about all the different professions. So it could be window cleaners, van drivers. One of my favourites that you got away with was you were talking about sort of keeping your vehicles clean, and you did say wash your vannies, which I thought was a very good, Chris.
Genius. Isn't it?
Wash Your Vannies is great. So you wanted to get, what verse was it in this week?
So this is how it played out. I still stand by it. I think this is fine. So it would have gone, "We are the 6 a.m.ers." Chris Eubank and Connor Ben, going at it all again. Jockeys and equestrians, love to all our lesbians. Teachers marking working with ticks. Parents combing hair for knits. Dancers grinding poles for tips. Welders grinding up gold bits.
And our producer said you can either have the pole dancers or the lesbians.
I was like, why are they linked? Why are
Yeah.
you linking the two?
You
There's
know,
nothing to do with each
No.
other. If you're going to do that, you might as well throw in equestrians and Connor Ben.
no,
I'll give you Connor Ben or lesbian.
and during the songs, we were arguing, saying that look, pole dancing isn't like
No,
strippers. It's
you
a
know,
sport.
you
It's a
two,
sport.
no, you. This is exactly what they get like, right? This is, you know, why they didn't like it. It was the tips element made it sexual.
Why is
Dancing
getting a
for
tip
tips.
Just and my argument is that I always say to him, because I do tend to argue with producers, believe it or not. My argument was, it's 6 o'clock. I was like, and I was going, because this was genuine, I was going, 8 o'clock, I get it, kids in the class. 6 o'clock, salt truckers, all 6 a.m.ers, they'll love it. Anyway, we had to back down on that one.
And my argument's the same as well. Would you rather the pole dancers ground for free? Is it not better that they're doing it for money?
The point is, the producers
Pole
were
dancing rights over here.
That's what I try to say, producer Carr. It's like you're basically saying they shouldn't be paid now.
they were being too safe.
But the funny thing is, Chris will go dead serious like that and look at Callum in the eye and go, "You're saying they shouldn't get paid, Callum?" And Callum doesn't know what to do at this point. His head goes.
And if I ever want
It's
to
just
wind...
6 in the morning.
It's not 6 in the morning.
Do you believe pole dancers shouldn't be paid?
Is that what you think? Is it, Callum? You're a disgrace. And he'll say all this 10 seconds before he's about to sing it. And then it is the funniest dynamic. And
It
just
is.
to circle back, this is where he's at today. I saw Chris looked at me and he sort of muttered under his breath. He's like, "Oh, it'd be good if we had a horse, wouldn't it, Sian?" And he knows that Callum across the desk, his ears prick up. Callum's thinking, have I got the fucking source a horse?
Yeah.
And then obviously where we've left the show and where we are today, and we're in the future when you're listening to this, Chris wants a horse for Friday. I don't know if it's going to happen. We don't know
We
what's
basically
happening.
just go in, let off a load of shit anger ends, go, "Want a horse for night Friday, bye." And
Bye. Have a good day,
And he
guys.
just goes, and we don't say it enough. Callum and Jimmy and our production team, like,
They're
they
the
are
best.
fucking brilliant.
They're the best.
They are the best.
Best in
And,
the business.
Like, we wind each other up. I think during that one as well, I wind because I pull out the trump card. I always say to him, "Oh, you'd be great at the BBC, you." And that always winds him up. And if I'd say that, like, and I think during that little argument, I went, "Oh, you'd be great at the BBC, you." And like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Oh, they're all scared of their own shadow over there. They won't say boo to a goose." She's like, "I'm not lawyer."
Thing is, if you sort of, like the red rag to a bull thing, if you say red tape or like that
Oh,
Callum's conforming to the.
I said to him, I said to producer Carl, I was like, Carl, I'm really worried the show's getting a bit too woke at the moment.
Oh,
woke. You're off to Wicked premiere tonight.
he did bite. He did.
Poor Carl.
No. What
love
would
it.
you do with that?
Love him
Just
the
put it
bits.
into
I
context. Went, get us a horse.
Yeah, guess what? And then he's unreasonable for not getting the horse.
Yeah, and we wind him up about it. So the poor guy's got probably about 50 million meetings today and got a source of
Oh, I
horse.
love him.
But anyway, there we are. That's the show.
We have a love-hate relation. No, it's not even a love-hate. It's
No.
bless him.
Oh, can we just quickly, it's not really a quote, but can we just quickly talk about our guest this week, Jack Whitehall?
He was brilliant.
And the moment, again, this happened off air. Well, it actually happened on air and off air. Do you remember the conversation you and Jack had, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, it was something like we were holding a bowl of iced water,
That's right.
and it was about dipping your face in there to kind of wake you up.
He does it now. It's very Hollywood.
And then he said, or we were all joking between us, you could dip your testicles into there.
I think, yeah, he said,
Can't
so
remember.
we're dipping our faces in, and he quipped to you, he was like, oh, Chris, I hear it's great for your balls.
Yeah.
And at that point, we all laugh. We play Sabrina Carpenter goodbye,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the joke's done, and he hadn't, he just thought it was funny. And then he brings it up again to you off air, right?
That's it. And then I said, I've only got one. And he started laughing so hard.
He only clicked.
Yeah, it's like he only just remembered it.
Hello and welcome to the mailbox edition of Capital Breakfast After the Show.
Yeah, it's a bit of an I'm a Celeb special this episode because we've had a lot of questions about I'm a Celeb for our very own campmate, Jordan.
Right. Yeah, campmate. I was
You
a was a campmate.
I tell everyone you're my campmate.
Thank you. 5 years ago was when I was a celeb. So apparently we've had quite a lot of questions about it on social media.
Yeah, Leanna says, how would you have coped, Jordan, in the jungle, not the castle? Do you think you'd have found it harder?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have done it. Although,
Really?
yeah, at the time, because I was scared of flying, so you would never have got me on a plane for 24 hours.
Sorry, you wouldn't have even got on the business class flight
I
there.
wouldn't have flown there.
Really?
I always say, if I can get in a coffin full of snakes, I can do anything. That show was the best thing that ever happened to me. And it weren't just like career-wise. Genuinely, people, if you knew me before, it was the best thing. I just lived in a little safe lane and never did anything out of my comfort zone. I would never have hosted Jingle Bell Ball or anything like that. I would have been way too nervous.
Really?
I remember Big Weekend at the old place. I would never go on stage or anything. I did it once. I was like, I don't want to do another one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have got on a plane. I only ever had to go on a plane if it was for stag do's, and even then it was 2 hours, and I used to get Valium from Doctor.
Oh my God.
So I probably wouldn't have gone, and I probably still wouldn't go because the thought of sleeping while snakes are about, I wouldn't be able to do it because snakes can just come into the.
Yeah, but is that because I always watch it, right? And to be honest, the snakes wouldn't bother me because they're slow. Like there was this challenge recently where they had snakes on their head, and I thought I'd much rather a big snake on my head than loads of crawling things that could get in my ears.
Yeah, I had that as well, but I'd never. No, I don't think I'd do the Australia one.
I think rats in coffin.
Would be your worst.
That was horrific. I remember Roman did that. I'm pretty sure Roman was in the coffin.
You know, Roman had the
Couldn't deal
best
with that.
time.
Did
He had the
he?
best time in the jungle. He was like, got rid of his phone, didn't have a shower or bath. He was in his element. Honestly,
I bet he was.
He was in his element. I don't think he wanted to come out. Do you know what I thought watching the castle that you were in? It looked drafty, damp,
Thank you.
cold, and it made me ill watching it. I was like, that must be so horribly cold in there.
Thank you. It was constantly cold, and I always say we had it harder because they sunbathe and go into the. We had to shower. We had these horrible towels. It was the best experience, but the worst. It was freezing. It was starving. They decided as well
It was dark.
it was so cold that they up our calories slightly, but not much. Didn't make much.
Did
of a
anyone get
difference.
ill?
Yeah, we were all ill.
Were you?
Yeah, all ill. Cold.
It's just
and
cold. You're
cough.
so right. It's
It was.
really
You just
cold,
I was
isn't it?
constantly out in the cold.
Because there's
remember
something quite
watching
miserable
it.
about that, isn't there?
Yeah,
And
there
it
is.
was dark. Do you not remember? It was
I
filmed
do remember it dark.
I think it was like a nice novelty to switch it up, and it just made it a bit different, and it made it memorable actually
Yeah.
as well, John. But I would say I prefer watching the jungle.
Yeah.
I prefer watching it when it's bright on your screen.
And green, and I suppose that there's an aspiration of like, wow, you're in a jungle. Like, there's something quite cool about that, and exciting. Whereas I think you actually had it harder because you were kind of almost like in a jail type. Yours was more Halloweeny kind of vibe of like you're in a damp, wet castle. You're trapped in there in freezing clothes. Was it horrible wearing the clothes all the time?
The clothes were, the clothes weren't too bad because I just kept mine on all the time, and everyone was like, "Oh, you're really cold," and you can see it. Like, I've got my big coat on constantly. We had a big, massive coat. It's like the biggest big coat I've ever had, and we had a little snood as well. But my trousers didn't fit me right. I'll never forget this. And I had a turn up.
Ankles out.
No, the socks. And I was all right. I had a turn up, and then I had them on for about 2 days, and then I took my trousers off, took the turn ups on, and there was just loads of cockroaches in there that I'd forgot about from a trail. And I'd been to bed and stuff. And
they'd been in your trousers all that time.
I had to go to what did they call it? Not the diary room. And they were like, yeah, you need to bring your bed into the thing and get a new one because there could be loads of eggs and stuff.
Dude, that's the bit I don't like.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying the little creatures that must go in your...
They're worse, I think.
Did you have that? Did you get something in your ear?
I had all sorts. It was bad. And then there
How
was
do they solve that? I don't really understand what they do about that because that's bad, isn't it?
What, something gets in your ear?
Yeah.
They do get it out. They just get the tweezers out,
yeah.
or they flush it out of water. It's gross, though.
The other worst thing is, right, I genuinely thought I was going to go out first. And I'm not just saying it because everyone was voting for me and I thought, I thought people hate me. Because usually if you're getting voted a lot...
Yeah, it can be. It can
does.
mean that. It can.
Most times, most years, if you're getting voted a lot, the public, you haven't really won them round and they're not so keen on you. But I think for my case, it was because it was quite entertaining. That's what I like to think. Maybe a bit of both.
Well, I always say you either vote someone because they're scared, and so it's entertaining because they're screaming loads, or you don't like them.
So I got God, I bet you wish you never asked me about this. How long have we got? So I kept getting voted, and then when the first vote out came, like a week later, 10 days later, I was convinced I was going first, and Holly went. And me and Holly got on really well.
Who was Holly again?
Holly was the Olympian.
Yes.
The Paralympian.
Yes.
Okay, so she went out first and we got on really well. And then I thought, right, I'm going tomorrow. What I didn't realise is, obviously, and I don't blame anyone for it, and I hate that whole it's in the edit, it's not. You just didn't see any of mine and Holly chats. It was more me and Beverly, and that kind of made the edit, and me and Holly didn't. So when I got to the... what's the big wet thing called at the end?
Oh, what do they call
Cyclone.
it?
When I got to the Cyclone, I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is amazing. Let me tell you. And in the Cyclone in Wales, that looks amazing, doesn't it? Yeah. And you're like, yeah. It was generally one of the worst nights of my life. It was f***ing freezing. We had wetsuits on.
Oh, because that's normally so fun and I'm a celeb.
It was I have never been so cold to the point where I was literally crying. For some reason... We put our pyjamas on underneath our wetsuits.
Why?
Because we thought that'd keep us warmer. Shane Ritchie told us to. That basically eliminated the whole purpose of a wetsuit.
Because it needs to be on your skin, right?
That was
oh,
bad.
no.
So we were all there thinking, yes, we've nailed this. We were absolutely freezing. So the producer couldn't understand. I remember Deck stopping filming and being like, what is up? What are you? And we're like, we're freezing. So Deck was like, let's wrap this up. These guys are like going to get hypothermia.
Yeah.
It was horrific.
And all your pyjamas would have been soaking wet.
Then we had to get home and we had to like kind of peel them off your back and stuff.
Hey, you know what you've done there though? You've debunked a 007 myth, because there's that classic scene in one of the 007s where he takes off and he's got a tuxedo under.
You'd be pissed wet through. A wetsuit's designed to keep you skin. So if I'd not had my pyjamas on underneath all the thermals.
Shane Ritchie!
Go on, we'll do one more.
Okay, Paige wants to know your favourite memory from the jungle.
Oh. There's so many. There's one that always sticks out was when we won one of the little... why have I gone blank? The little day tasks that you do. Because you want to get sent out and stuff, because a lot of it is just sitting
I mean the
around.
dingo ones?
Yeah.
Dingo...
The dollars or...
Dollar.
The dingo dollar challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was one, we just kept losing and losing them. Yeah. And there was one where we won and we all got a jammy dodger each. And it was like...
Was it like the best day ever?
I remember Vernon Kay at this jammy dodger and he just had tears rolling down his cheek because he was so hungry. And I just always think that moment when we won a jammy dodger and we were... honestly, you would have thought would have thought England had won the World Cup, and we cheered, and then we all sat down in silence, and no one spoke whilst we just ate our jammy dodgers, and that's a memory that always sticks.
Do you still love a jammy dodger? Does it bring back the
even
memory?
now when I have one, I find it like,
Did you pull it apart?
No, I went straight in.
Oh, that's bold.
And it was just, everyone was quiet, and it was this beautiful moment of us all just eating a jammy dodger. Honestly, Vernon Kay had tears, and he was like screaming.
Do you remember you lads, might be a couple of weeks ago now, spoke to Angry Ginge before he went in. I liked it when you were talking about all the hacks that you would now pass on. What was one of the things you said? I don't know. There was like things that you would, if you would tell somebody if they were going in.
They say to you, cut coffee. Even if you don't drink much caffeine, I only have 2 or 3 cups of coffee a day. Even if you drink tea, and they're like, cut your caffeine intake. I didn't listen. I had the worst headache for 4 days. It's because if you totally go off caffeine, when was the last time you did not have caffeine? Even on a Saturday, we all have a brew every day. We all have a coffee, don't we? Even if you're not at work, you get up and have a brew. I don't really drink coffee at the weekend, but I have a brew, and that's still class. And the headache from it. And then there was another good one that Angry Ginge said. The water you have to drink's horrible because you have to cook it.
Was it the same for you?
Yeah.
You had to heat it on the...
smoky, and it's horrible.
It just
and
tastes
makes
horrible.
you feel thirstier. So if you go to a trial with an empty water bottle, by right, they have to give you water, so they give you fresh water and it's amazing.
Hey, that's priceless, isn't it?
Top
That's a
tip.
good tip.
There's another one that I can't say because I'll get in trouble. That I has to be.
Yeah. I know which one it is.
All right.
Is Turf Moor still your happy place? Says Kit in Bristol.
It's Fulham, isn't it?
Yes, I'd still go. That whole happy place thing, tell me if I'm being boring. So if you didn't see my year, I ended up getting in a coffin, and my older brother's a paratrooper, and he said in the army, when we're scared or when we're being shot at or we're piss wrapped, means you're wet through, you go to your happy place. My brother's a paratrooper, so he was like, just go to your happy place whenever you're scared or cold. So I was in a coffin, and I was going, happy place, Turf Moor, happy place. Which afterwards he said to me, you're not meant to say it out loud, you just meant to go in your head.
Yeah, but you say everything out loud.
I was going, happy place, Turf Moor, you're at Turf Moor. So that's what I was imagining, I was at Turf Moor. And then when I'd come out, I realised that Burnley had printed some happy place t-shirts, and they'd sold them for a local hospice in Burnley, Pendleside Hospice. So they made a load of money off them. Ant told me that when we stopped filming at the final. He went, yeah, there's loads of shirts that have been printed. I went, oh, right. He went, yeah, it's raised like 100 grand for Pendleside Hospice.
Wow.
Which I knew were really struggling because I'm an ambassador. They were struggling in lockdown. I just burst out crying.
There you go. Well, that is something amazing that's come of that.
It's very much still my happy place. Another one is, I can say this now, I hope I don't get in trouble, but you're allowed to go for 5 cigarettes a day. It was mine because you have a doctor and you tell them. And I was allowed 5 cigarettes a day. And there was a guard on, because they don't film where you go for cigarettes, but you're watched by, there's a camera that watches you from all the galleries, so the directors and producer, and there's a guard on, and you don't speak to him, you just nod your head, and I was smoking, and he went, you're a Burnley fan, aren't you? And I went, yeah, and he went, shh. And then he just went to me, he went, so he went,
that's outrageous.
He did what?
He went 5-1.
5-1. Oh, gave you the score.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Went,
I get you.
I went, against City. I went, what? We won 5-1. He went, I went, all right, we got beat 5-1.
Oh.
That's the only outside bit of
But
information.
in general,
I
then,
got.
genuinely, a lot of the producers and people on set, they stay in character, if you know what I'm saying.
No idea. No one's allowed watchers on when they take you through. So you don't. The worst thing is, sense today. We were getting up at, because how it filmed, we were getting up about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, but you didn't know?
We were filming till, but we were filming to 4 or 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
We were filming to about 6 in the morning.
But did you actually have no sort of concept of time?
No concept of time. I thought we were getting up about midday, 1 o'clock, but it turns out it's more like 3, 4 o'clock.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's mad.
Funny.
It's mad, and then you get up and it'd go dark. Right, go on. Any more for any more?
Tara in Wiltshire, what are your predictions for this year?
This year's I'm a Celeb. Oh, we're back in Angry Ginge, aren't we?
I think Angry Ginge people are going to like it. I just think him and Aitch they've got this great friendship that's going to carry them through. They've got big fan bases already, and I think people are going to really warm to having these 2 Mancunian lads that like not really the airs and graces of some of the other celebrities, and I think that's always really endearing on this show. And then I think you've got people like Martin Kemp, who could do well because he's lovely, and also I guess another question for you: there's gonna be a point where it gets fractious on this show, and I think people try and not be the ones arguing or saying something, but I think there are certain people that just also won't put up with nonsense or disrespect or anything like that, and won't care about cameras. And I think Martin Kemp is potentially one of them. If he sees something he doesn't like, I reckon he'll say it as it is.
I actually agree. I could imagine him standing up for somebody.
That's what I mean.
I could imagine that.
And so I can also see people in that situation really wanting to kind of show a bit of support to him.
Yeah, because there's always the ones that you think that could cause the drama. I mean, instantly Ruby Wax, because she almost is reminding me of Jackie Stallone.
Yeah,
you know, like Jackie, who came into Big Brother very clueless. She might be playing up to it, but Ruby Wax is acting like she's never even seen the show. So those types of people very quickly, you know, that are probably used to a very lavish lifestyle. I do wonder whether the reality that you don't, because you're telling me that it's pretty much as you watch it.
Oh, it's
There's no
horrible.
Secret hot showers and
it's
caviar
bored,
and
you're starving.
Yeah.
You're so hungry. You've never ever known hunger like it. Trust me.
Yeah. So I think a lot of the celebs, particularly like the very famous ones or the Americans, they'll be thinking, oh, it's reality TV. Once we stop rolling, we'll go to the canteen. And I do wonder if she thinks that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Any more?
Well,
Any more?
just would you two do it?
I thought I would.
100%.
I you don't have to answer, but am I right in saying you've maybe been asked? Okay.
No, I didn't know. No, that's not true. For me, like, you have the conversations there.
Yeah.
But the first time I had a conversation with him, it was my little girl had been born, and I was under the perception that actually, if you go on The Jungle, you can make phone calls throughout the day. Like it's a bit more of an act. I had visions of you can go and maybe do one phone call a day or 2 phone calls a day, and then it became apparent that that's not the case.
Yeah. That's why
So I couldn't do it.
No, I think you both would be great, and I would back you. I genuinely think you both would win it as well. I'm not just saying that because you've both got. It's a great show where you just show off your personality shines, but that you don't speak to anyone, and that's why 2 weeks in, when you get a letter from home, and you'll start crying, and everyone thinks, "Oh, shut up, don't be soft." Trust me, when you get a letter from home, it breaks you.
Yeah, and I do understand that more now I've got a baby.
Yeah.
Because I've realised that if I was asked, I would find it 100 times harder just being away. The guilt, wondering if they're okay. Also, it's always in November, December when kids are ill and at their worst and at their neediest. So, I think it must be a lot harder for the parents that go in, especially with the young kids.
Defo.
Yeah.
Some life experience.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah,
do
wicked.
you remember the scene where Harry seen, what was his wife? Was it Linda?
No, Sandra.
Sandra.
Oh,
sorry.
Harry Redknapp.
That
Yeah.
was so good.
And he
I
just
love that.
walked
With his
in and he went,
roly-poly.
Oh,
and he just
man.
hugged her.
Oh,
It
man,
was
that was
going to
so
make
lovely.
me cry.
Oh.
Imagine loving your wife that much. I mean, obviously, but
Imagine
No,
that.
it was
Just imagine
nice.
that, Jordan. Just imagine. What a lovely thought to end on.
I'm going to cry at the foot. That and Vera Duckworth.
Oh,
No,
for God's
not
sake,
Vera
right.
Duckworth.
Wrap it up.
Right then, that's us done for another episode.
Absolutely. Keep doing your podcast bits and bobs for us. Please, if you want to send us a question, thought, little conversation starter for us, maybe a funny story from your life, just email us aftershowshow@capitalfm.com.
Yeah, and you can keep up to date with all the episodes on Global Player, our free official Capital app, or wherever you get your podcast from. We don't mind where you listen, as long as you do listen.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.